Decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 15.
Prescott looks to throw right away. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Slot man moves right. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Finding room at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, Prescott steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
They've got well over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And the Rams at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside give to Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Prescott now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
51 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion left, Robinson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Stafford now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On 2nd and 1, Prescott. Man open, it's Goodwin. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big connection on that one. 47 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first down, it's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and 2, Stafford. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On second down, Elliott. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
The tight end in motion right. A first down carry by Elliott. Room here to run, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
73 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the big yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now Stafford.
And this one too low.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons
in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's back to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Rams 15. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of